Hello everybody, welcome back, and we are here to talk about the Qatar Grand Prix. In the qualifier, it went maybe not what I expected due to, obviously my prediction was completely different thing to now. I did get one right with George Russell being the second player, but he ended up taking that one with penalty from Max Verstappen, with impeding George Russell on his flying lap that caused it Matt take one play with penalty to John second and George jumped back up to P1 and Perez in P9. Hamilton was starting P6. So we speak all that for Lewis Hamilton is split both of Ferrari, Charles Leclerc P5, Carlos Sainz P7, McLaren went second, third and fourth. So McLaren did have a chance to win the Construction Championship in today, basically, but that didn't happen. And of course, I would get straight into that and talk about it. But first off, I want to talk about Mercedes having a shamble day. So, what really went wrong for Mercedes? I have to be honest on this one, and I think there's no blame going out on this. It was just very unfortunate. The car, they weren't exactly really quick. And of course, Hamilton, we talked about how he was struggling to turn with his car. And Russell, we also talked about that as well. The thing times of went a bit rough for Lewis and George Russell. It's kind of a shame to see that happen, especially coming off a fantastic weekend in Las Vegas, taking 1-2 finish. But I couldn't really continue that momentum going into the Qatar, even though George was starting on pole. He lost his play 2 places. He knocked out the P3, and Lando obviously tried to get through on Matt, but Matt overtook George. Lando went on the inside, tried to get by, but Matt dived, beautiful braking, and beaten Lando, taking P1, Lando P2, Russell P3. So of course it went a bit of a shame for George to be able to hold on to that. And Lewis Hamilton ended up getting puncture, and that due to the controversial call from the FIA. And what I mean by that is that because there was debris on the floor, literally in the middle of the straight line from the final turn of pit lane straight, basically, the windmill of the Williams was there, and of course it ended up getting shattered, which I was talking about that, and Lewis went over and got puncture, and that does the same for Carlos Sainz. It was really it was a shame. It was really a shame, to be honest with you, and I was hoping for a positive weekend, but that was not the case for the Mercedes, so it went quite badly, and it stopped. But George still managed to take 4th place, and Hamilton actually did end up going P12. It was just happening this late for weekend. He wanted to retire early for car, but it didn't happen. I did think I saw him saying, I want to retire the car, or the Mercedes say, let's retire the car, but that never happened. It's a bit weird why that didn't happen. Of course, you had the penalty as well due to false start. That is why Mercedes had a bad weekend, but it had the false start. He had to take 5 penalty on that. So it sucks, to be honest, it just sucks being a Mercedes fan today. But the next one is McLaren is having a bit of a odd weekend, let's say odd weekend. So with Lando, they're obviously having a good 20-30 P3, tried to attempt to overtake on Matt, but fortunately made section and try and combat Max Verstappen, try to get catching up, but couldn't quite catch up at all. Then of course come to the point where we had the yellow flag with P9 which is also the controversial call from FIA. Continuous saying yellow flag. Every time Tom knew there, because obviously the law with yellow flag, you need to live your speed, you go a bit slower, but it consider same danger going through in the top speed. You need to be careful, but Lando hadn't basically lived. He continued doing the same speed. Matt pointed out to his engineer saying, yo, Lando is not doing something right. And of course, they end up penalising him. And he did end up taking a 10-second stop and go penalty. And that's really like his shot for Lando Norris. And he ended up going out of point, putting a hard tyre on. And somehow he drove really quick. Managed to back in point for P10, which is ideal. Was a good drive, but just not the way that Lando wants to go. We all know that he wants to try and at least take the podium to help to win the Construction Championship off the bat. We know that's what he wants to do, but that didn't happen for Lando. Or the Piastri, with having a little bit more lucky weekend than Lando is, because he did end up going wide. He went off the track multiple times. Of course, his car knows for having a high speed, and in order to drive pretty well, you need more downforce, because higher speeds you go, the higher speed taller, you're likely to just go off because you don't have any good grip as you're coming out or coming in and stuff like that. If it's a low speed, just like, let's say, back to or specifically Las Vegas, it'll be okay, but even though McLaren didn't do well in Las Vegas, but Qatar was so high speed, and it was a bit of a tough one for everybody. I mean, everybody did go off at one point, going why. The thing was that it was just a shamble. Everyone going off the track. So it's a bit of a tough to watch sometimes, and of course it was. But it's still McLaren still managed to get third place with Oscar Piastri and Lando P10. But the Construction Championship has not, unfortunately, been given to McLaren. They had to fight once again for the final night of the season in the Abu Dhabi showdown between McLaren and Ferrari. We know that it's going to be a good weekend for sure, which is next weekend. But at this point, when it's come down, it's that week. So let's see what that can be. And now on to the next point, which is something I was livid about, and that is the controversial tool from the FIA. So what I mean by that, so as I mentioned about the windmill being on the middle of a track and being shattered and everything, Valtteri bought that when he basically was getting lapped by Triple Car. And this specific point where he ended up shutting the mirror, which when I think it was Carlos Sainz or Leclerc was trying to overtake Bottas, but it's lapping Bottas at the back marker. Bottas moved off exactly where the windmill was here. At this point, one of the Ferrari drivers was going, Bottas moved out of the way to let him by. He went over and absolutely shattered the whole thing. And I specifically was shouting at the TV, saying to FIA, why have you not called safety car hell, put VHC out to be able to get that windmill off the track? It just take one person, run, and pick it up and run back off. That's it. But of course, I know there's safety reason why I told car tore VHC, because the car is still going a little bit quicker. But they can still tour safety car and it'll be fine. But they didn't do that, and of course we have a new FIA racing down that top, because the previous one basically got sat, and the places one in, but he hadn't made any tour apart from Old Horn, Holtenberg and Torapito, having an incident, leaning on one fault. Nico ended up doing a bit of an oversteer and just hitting the Old Horn hit into front. So it wasn't their fault, it's mainly on Nico, but I understand Nico's side of point view, because he couldn't really oversee it that day. He's unfortunate for that, and of course Palmer ended up having to retire from a late spot, having a good qualifying, basically good, and Nico ended up going off the track as well, so it's a really bad weekend for them, and that was basically the correct call. But the windmill, they didn't call anything, so when it shattered, which is Bottas went over it. Carlos Sainz and Hamilton ended up going over it. And so with the glass or metal bit and the puncturing the tire and to end up giving puncture. And some people say because the deflation, but I don't think it was deflation because they were still in a good, capable condition of being able to have a good whip. And for it didn't go to Carlos side or Hamilton way at all whatsoever, even though Carlos had the finishing point, Hamilton didn't, unfortunately. So it was very angry with the fact that they didn't call it out, and hopefully we will hear more about why they didn't call it, if they are really behind it, and want to find out if that's going to happen. But we're going to come to the best moment of the entire Grand Prix. It's not Max Verstappen taking a win. It's not Fernando Alonso taking a point. It's those one dude, the man, the myth, the legend, those one dude has taken 4 points, finishing 8th today. Unbelievable return for those one dude. We know when the Sauber, the qualifier, then when I believe they were 12 and 13. That took like 12 and 13 with those 12 and Bottas 13, and then ended the race with those one to being 8th and finally Bottas 11th. Bottas did have a chance finishing point, but he had to do it Lando Norris, who obviously was a quicker man on the track anyway. But those one do. It's a shame seeing him leaving the sport. I understand why, because obviously he has not been a positive driver the whole season, and they haven't managed to finish in point. They've like the best result apart from this Qatar Grand Prix was Spa 7 months ago or 8 months ago by 11th. They were 11th. That's their best result now. It's 8th. And I'm proud of those one to be able to go out with a bang, getting the points in for the Sauber, so they don't have to worry about finishing pointless, which is good thing at that. And I'm actually quite happy for Zhou, because I know he is a really good driver. He got what I believe is, well, I believe he got 3 shots, yes. I'm letting him not have a few shots. We know the rumour he's going to Ferrari as a reserve driver, so we can get to see him around a little bit more often. But I am proud of those one dude. I am seriously proud. I even voted for him for driver of the day. He deserves it. Of course, we know there's loads of DNF that was happening because we end up having a 15 car only to be able to finish the Grand Prix. That obviously helped a little bit. And all of the chaos with Satan the car was helping those favour as well. There's a lot of things contributing to Zhou finishing in point. But if Zhou was like, I don't know, less the fee, they'd probably end up not being able to stay in point anyway. They would probably end up for the order. But Zhou managed to do a good job and really stay up there. And that is a good display of what he can show when you maybe put him in a good play. Maybe if Abu Dhabi, he gets on maybe top 5. I say top 5, spot on. Who knows? Everyone unpredictable. We've seen that today, so we never know. But of course, it comes to the conclusion, and I have to be very honest with you. I did not have a good prediction. It was wrong with it. I actually got basically everything in combat. I mean it, everything. So with top 5 qualifier, it was basically could have been like if Zhou stay in P2, he ended up going to P1, so I'm well told that for me. And top 5 lately though, none of it was top right. And the spray, only 2 were right in the spray. Luckily, let's be honest, top way quality, Zhou started second place, so I got that one right. And that obviously 6 points. And top the lately though, so lucky that Lando actually moved back last minute. He take that second place instead of winning it. He's taking second. That gives me another 6 points, 12 points. So I've got, I think, 22 points in total, which is obviously really good to see. And better team worst driver and worst team, all of it was internal. Nico Hulkenberg was not the best, the Haas, they were not the best. To be able to say it's the best team of this weekend, both need to finish in point or finish top 5, but Magnussen managed to finish P9, so I get that's good, but it's not the best team result basically. Worst driver I say with Pierre Gasly, but he's taken P5, hold it back, Carlos side, I got that one on. William, I got that one right basically, but it was like, after checking it again, I got it wrong, so I didn't count that, but I don't get a point at the basically, no points being in that par, so it was a bit of a, like I said in the beginning, a cloud show of a long point. That's what I'm gonna say. What rating would I give this long point out of 10? 4. I'm not joking. I give it 4. And the reason why is 4 is to honour Zhou with his 4 points in his today. 4 points in his both. What I'm to say. So I'm giving that honour to Zhou Wandu, and the reason why they should know sit on top of that is because it was, like I said, a cloud show. Safety car, some would talk about, but when it comes to the windmiller, who can't seem to make the right decision, why they're so hard, or even foreshadow that mirror was gonna go bang and take out 2 or more cars, and I was right about that, even though they did finish in way, it did give them a problem. So, like, how is it so hard not to stay safety car out? It's just probably take 1 lap. You should take our safety car, everyone line up, take the mirror off, and say, you can go now. That's simple, but I don't know why they do that. It's just wild. And I have to be honest, I did also nearly fell into sleep because it was just, like, it was, to me sometimes Qatar is a little bit boring. The sprint was quite fun, but in the long point itself, it's a little bit boring. But when it got later down the line, later stage, it did get a little bit fun, to be honest. But it was just outraged. I'm not going to talk about it again because it makes my brain up how they did not make the right decision when it comes to safety car. It's a simple thing. If I have a job on it, I would say it might be not easy, of course, but I might make a right decision what to do with that windmiller. It's almost like that windmiller is a curse. That's what it's like. Though I've thought it's just a shame. But we are heading over to Abu Dhabi with the final race showdown for the Construction Championship between Ferrari and McLaren, and they are up. They are up 21 points. Yes, yeah, 21 points. So all Ferrari needs to do is finish in the podium, and McLaren need to finish lower behind them, like a lot behind, in order for Ferrari to be able to take a win in the Construction Championship. But I can't wait to head over to Abu Dhabi and see how that would be, and hopefully it'll be a good, a positive weekend, even better than Qatar. To be honest, it had to be better than that. It had to be top tour. I will go ahead and end it, and of course, let me know in the comment what did you think about the Qatar Grand Prix. I did it 4 out of 10 to honour Zhou with his fantastic finish in 4 points, which is good for him. That's probably the only best thing that happened this weekend, let's be honest. So of course, then just watching, please like and subscribe my video. Do you might be very appreciated, and peace out.